Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 56 of No Man's Land. I'm pre-recording hopefully a couple episodes before I head off to Germany for FarmCon with DJ. So I just did decide, since we are going to slowly get rid of our chickens and our horses are done, we got rid of those last episode, I'm going to put this into the grain mill because I think that will be good. We'll make some more money off it than we would selling it normally. And I don't want to feed it to the chickens. I think we're going to get rid of the chickens as soon as they run out of food. Again, we might be getting new chickens somewhere else on the farm, but for now, we're just going to clear these guys out of here once they run out of food. We do have quite a few eggs on there as well. So a few goals today. I want to go over a couple new businesses, if at all possible. I need to make a couple announcements in terms of like, comments and stuff like that. Talk about a couple things there. We'll get that all dumped in. It's not all going to fit right now, which is fine. We'll just get as much as will fit. Actually, yeah, most of it did fit. Okay. We do need to go into the production menu. Obviously, you can see here, chickens, we're waiting until they are done there. And that's all of our sorghum, so everything out of our storage. And again, we're harvesting more barley, which we are going to put into storage, and we're probably going to turn it all into flour because that makes us really good money and a lot more off of that than we would get in the barley normally. So in case you didn't know, that's how that works. It works really well. Let's turn on sorghum flour. We'll activate that, and that will hopefully start working on getting some more flour made. That's all good. So, and then hopefully today we may sell some planks off. You can see we got a lot of wood in there and a lot of planks in there. We actually almost have a full, we do have a full truckload because these guys are outside here. So we'll do that hopefully today. Maybe sell eggs, maybe sell flour. Those are all possible. We are going to sell the chickens today. And I do also want to sell the hay that we have in this bale shed over here, and then sell this bale shed off because eventually we're going to redo this whole area. So this bale shed's going to go, and then I want to sell the hay in here. Actually, we can just sell the bale shed right now. We might as well. Yeah, we're not going to get anything for it. 225 months. Good Lord. We have been on here for 18 years, which is crazy. So there we go. That's gone. Yeah, and we do have barley. Oop, I got their barley ready to harvest. The grass technically isn't ready to harvest yet. It's got one more state to go to get the best yield. So we're going to wait for that, which is going to be fine. But yeah, so we're going to start getting the barley harvested here in a second. And while I'm harvesting it, I'm going to mention a few comments and stuff like that as we get going, because I think that'll be the best way to kind of go about that. So we're going to go ahead and hop in a harvester here. Get it all started up, fired up. All right, let's get it rolling, hopefully. We'll get the other harvester going here eventually, but we're just going to start with the one. I am going to hire a worker, but I'm going to sit in it. I just want to be able to chat with you guys about a couple things real quick. So what I am going to do, I guess I can start kind of filling you in. What I am going to do, we can't fit that way probably. We probably have to go this way. What I am going to do is read off some of the business ideas that you guys gave me that I'm not going to use. I'm going to read them off because I appreciate that you guys commented those. Some of you guys commented those. These ones just, for whatever reason, either I already had something similar to it, or they just didn't fit in with the storyline, or however I wanted to do the town. They just didn't fit in, but I wanted to take the time to thank the people who actually made the comments about these businesses. And I think I mentioned some of them before, but as I mentioned them now, I'm going to move them to a separate list so I know that I actually mentioned them. So I apologize if I mentioned any of these twice, but again, there was a big break in my No Man's Land recording, as you guys know. I think it was a couple months that I was not recording it, so that was quite the time that I wasn't recording. I did think about doing straw, but I don't think I really want to deal with that, probably. As you know, straw baling is one of my nemesis. We'll go ahead and hire him to do that. Okay, let me pull up my other sheet here so I can talk about a few things with you guys, because you guys are awesome. So these are a few businesses that I want to kind of talk about, and I'll have to keep scrolling out to go look at them. So first off, thank you to Honest Dad Reviews. He left a comment that says he wanted to, I think he already has a business on here. I think it's the vet on here actually as well. But he also wanted to offer raise horses and offer trail rides if that's possible, even better. He said he's a retired truck driver, so if you need help in the area with that, he's glad to grab gears for friends. And he says he loves the content, so thank you. And then he also had the kind of like a subscriber contract along with that. But I want to say thank you, Honest Dad Reviews, for all your comments and your support of the channel. So thank you, and the series as well. Stephen Persilver, this is a comment that's been on here for a while. It says, hello, Mr. Cop. I'm with Not General Mills. We're an all-organic cereal producer. We supply wholesome foods to anyone who wants good-for-you food at a wholesale price. We also supply orphanages, various shelters, and Red Cross with high-protein, low-fat superfoods free of charge. All of my employees are paid better than a living wage with great benefits, paid sick leave, and a superb paid vacation plan. I want to go work there. We believe that happy and healthy employees provide the best of everything. We would love to offer you to join. And then there's a subscriber contract to help them out with cereal. I didn't put it in because the first comment I had about a cereal producer was already that cereal factory that we put in base game. So that one I didn't end up doing. But a great idea, and I do appreciate the comment on that as well. I'm going to read a couple more. I'm not going to do all of them today or anything like that. I just wanted to do a couple to get a couple here, and a couple there as we go through the series, so that way I can make sure I give credit to these guys for their comments. Hugo Larson made a comment, says, love your content, but it would be fun if I could have a vintage machine dealership and repair store. The reason is I love repairing old machines and see other people using these old machines instead of new ones, and I moved out to no man's land to start a business and hope other folks move out there too and enjoy the fresh, free lands. And he said, sorry for the bad English, but it was actually really good. He said he's from Sweden as well, which is awesome. So thank you, Hugo. I appreciate it. Great comment. Rainbow Lord says, Farmer Cop, I will start a lumber company at Field 33 and 32 NFS. The story is for my lumber, I wanted selling in the city, and I was forced to relocate, so I relocated and started from scratch, building everything from the ground up. I have basic equipment and work out on no man's land. So I love it. We don't probably need that in there, so I think that's why I didn't keep it on there. And all these ideas I hold on to in case I want to use them later, but right now I'm not planning to use these ones, and I have quite a few of you guys that I'm still planning to use and that I have added in that I haven't mentioned yet. OG178X says for his business idea, he wanted to open up an excavation and large equipment contractor. He's looking for a place to have a temporary storage area, work for the area, could trade use of equipment for access to water source and use of the land for equipment storage. So we already kind of had that already with our kind of excavation company that we have set up in town. So I didn't want to do that one since we already kind of did that. But again, thank you for that. Those are the ones I'm going to start with, I think, for now. Yeah, I still have, well, actually, you know what? There's a couple more here. Well, no, I'll just start with those ones just so I don't want the whole episode to be filled with that. So anyhow, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep working on harvesting the barley here. So we're going to get that all done, squared away. I would do a time lapse of it, but I'm not going to just because I'm trying to get stuff recorded to go travel around. So I'm trying to make sure you guys have some content out there. So I'm just going to do it, have it run in the background off camera while I get a couple other things done. So I'm going to get the harvest done, and I will bring you guys back in at some point, either when we do something, sell something, or something exciting happens. So again, I will see you guys here in just a minute. All right, welcome back in, everyone. So our chickens have officially ran out of food approximately 5 minutes ago. It knocked their health down a little bit as well, but that's okay. We are going to go ahead and sell them off, as I said we would. So we're going to go ahead and sell, actually, we just do that. Sell all those guys off. Boom. Get rid of those guys. Boom. Then we got these guys. Boom. This will take a little bit there because I think we'll have to do this 4 times for this group. Here we go. And then finally, and that is all of our chickens. So there we go. Our chickens are gone. We will sell off the animal pen. I guess we could sell it off now, but we'll sell it off in a little bit. I do want to get, I know I show this sometimes on camera, and I apologize, but gives you a little view behind the scenes here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a thumbnail shot right here. We're saying goodbye to our chickens this episode. They have served us well. Jeff, your chickens. They were named after Jeff because Jeff always wanted chickens in my series. So, get rid of that there. Don't need that on there. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. There we go. Got rid of it. Perfect. Okay. So, and we obviously have quite a few eggs here. So we're going to wait till the price goes up. So the price, if we look in here, it should be better. I believe it's in... yeah, November. So November, we'll go ahead and take care of that. Now, we also have a lot of flour right now. We have about 100,000 liters of flour. So we're waiting for that to go up to 708 in December. So, yeah, we're just going to wait for that. Now, we are going to get ready to do a soy harvest. June is the best time to sell it, so obviously hold on to it for a bit. Prices are terrible right now. But we are just going to straight up sell the soy for just cash money for us, so which is what we need around the farm. So that'll be perfect for us. So a couple other things as well. We don't have any barley in storage. I should tell you, we did harvest the barley. The barley harvest went great. We harvested 101,818 liters of barley, which was awesome. And we have, let's see here. Because obviously we're using it all for, since we got rid of the chickens for now, we're using it all for the old grain mill to make stuff. So we have 26,000 liters in there, almost 27,000, and then we have a little bit left in this truck. Otherwise, the rest has been converted to barley, which is great. And then I also put all of our sorghum in here, and I was getting rid of the sorghum slowly. So that's the last of our sorghum in there, just converting it over to flour. I also sold off a load of planks, so that netted us $70,000 selling off some planks here. And I also just totally forgot to mention it, but this happened actually a little while ago. But out here where I cleared all those trees away, we do have a little mobile utilities mod out here. I went out here and I ground all the stumps down. So all the stumps are gone and dealt with, which is great. Now I did make also, I forgot to mention, I sold the hay bales that we had. We only got like $1,400, but they're gone now. So we got those taken care of. Our soy is looking great. We still have a ways until harvest for it. So that's why I was going to harvest it this episode, but we're going to wait until next episode to harvest it. So if we look on here, soybeans going across there, October. That is the perfect time to harvest. So we actually are only a month away, to be fair. So we actually are catching up pretty good. You can see we have a lot of flour out here. But I did buy this. This was on sale. It is a really good, forage harvester. If we go into here, take a look at it. It has 410 horsepower, which is plenty for what we need. We're gonna use it to do some silage. Again, I mentioned that we're gonna kind of switch over to doing some silage harvests on this field down here. We currently have soy in there, but we'll get that taken care of. I also did do a silage baling off camera, so I did a whole another set of bales of silage off of our couple of grass fields that we have, so we'll get that taken care of. I do think I want to do cows and chickens. I do think that we're going to do that eventually on here again, just in a much larger quantity, so we will take care of that. We'll get that all squared away. But yeah, I only spent $34,000 on that. This guy right here, only $34,000 used for this guy, with 33 hours on it. That's, I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect to get us started doing that. And then again, I said I would keep an eye out for one, and one came up for sale, which is great. Obviously, we don't have a header for it, so we will have to take care of that later. But that's not going to be, I don't think, a big deal for us to get that taken care of. So we've got a lot of stuff done today. And I did mention we're going to do the soy harvest again next time. Now, another thing I'm thinking about future purchases here. So forage harvester headers, actually one thing I want to see is kind of what size header goes with it. So this is what we have. We have one of these guys right here. It's the cheapest one we have in here, and I think it's a pretty good one for what it is. So I think it's great. I mean, obviously it'll work with whatever. We'll probably try to, honestly, we'll probably try a, that's kind of interesting, 6-row corn header. I'm guessing it might actually, does that harvest the crops? That would be kind of interesting. It kind of looks like that's going to do that. Now this one, of course, does the same thing, but I think we'll probably use the 6-meter header on there. Now, given that's almost three times as much as the harvester was, but I think 6 meters will be plenty for what it's going to do for us, and we'll get a good trailer to go on the back of it as well. Probably like one of the Auger Master trailers, so we can unload it really easily. I think that'll be smart, and then obviously we'll get a silo and all that stuff set up, but that's good to go. Now, the next big upgrade, and I think this will be the next thing we purchase before we even get going on taking care of our silage harvest, because I think we need to increase our barley production. So we need to do like some bigger barley harvest, because that one field we're just cooking through it. We're making grain like it's nothing, or we're making flour like it's nothing using our barley. So I think we need to get a bigger seeder so we can actually plant more fields. So looking in here, we definitely want a direct drill. This guy I think that's 18 meters direct drill, 19.8 there. That's not a bad one. The Seed Hawk setup there. This guy's 23 meters. That's probably a pretty good range to go right there, given we need a cart to go with it. This one's probably a bit pricey for us. So I think this setup right here is gonna be what we're gonna go for. Now, given that's $500,000, or actually it's gonna be $545,500 if I added those two up correctly, which I'm pretty sure I did. So $545,500. So obviously, we only have $238,000 in the bank, so we're going to need to make quite a bit more money to get there. But I do believe that we can make it, but that's kind of our future purchase plan for the time being. Now, next harvest, I'll let that save there. I do need to go out here and clear some trees up here, because I would like to get this area up here turned into a field. And then we will next year extend this out and get this field good to go. And then probably we'll work on getting that one cleared out as that year goes in terms of harvest. For the time being, I'm probably still going to keep planting one field with barley, because we just need to keep the barley rolling in. But we do need to eventually up that production a little bit. So we need to get another seeder or something like that, which we might be able to actually do after we sell off our soybeans. I know it'll put us in a bit of a jam financially, probably. It'll probably drain us out quite a bit. But between selling our silage, we probably will be able to sell some flour, some eggs. Definitely, I think actually we should be just fine being able to afford that. So we'll sell eggs off, we'll have a lot of flour to sell off, we'll have silage to sell off, and we'll have all of our soy to sell off, and more planks to sell off. So between all of that, I think we will do just fine, and we should be able to afford everything that we could ever imagine and need. So I think that, oh, that's right, it does that weird thing right there. It won't let me through here for whatever reason. There's some sort of weird collision on there that only shows up when I'm walking right in that area of the map, as you guys have seen in the past. But for now, we're going to drive into town. I want to show off a couple subscriber businesses. I'm going to try to get another episode pre-recorded before I leave. Tomorrow morning I should have some time to record. DJ Goham and I are flying out to Germany tomorrow. We're leaving at 4:20 p.m., but we're leaving here early to get to the airport because the airport's a ways away, and to make sure we get there on time and all that. So
my mom's got a haircut and my dad has to drive us, so we got to leave early.
So that's why we're leaving early right there. But anyhow, it'll all work out. DJ's working on getting stuff done for Farm Sim News in the morning to make sure he can get that rocking and rolling as fast as possible, which is great. Love it. So fantastic. One thing I want to show off that I didn't show off last time is just over here. Now, these are not businesses that I've necessarily given a name to, and I haven't gone through all the businesses yet to see who I want to name these after and stuff like that yet. But I did use that new mod, the trailer court sign up here. The, what does it say? Sunnyvale Trailer Park, which I like. And I put a nice little trailer park, which actually we'll drive through it. It's a nice little trailer park. So we drive into here. There we go. I think it looks pretty nice. I think it's really well set up right here next to the highway. It's perfect. So let's drive through that. Lots of good little trailers in there like that. And again, I thought that was perfect, and I got the idea just because, literally, I will say, I can't remember the modder that put this sign out, but this Sunnyvale Trailer Park sign, just because they released this as its own standalone mod, I said, you know what? I'm going to use it somehow, so I built the trailer park. And there we go. And then over here we have a specialty store, is what we'll call that. Or this one right here is a specialty store. What is that one? I can't remember. It's just some sort of shop. We have a couple shops here, and they do connect up in the back. This one actually has a fuel point at the back here, which is kind of interesting. And then we have a nice parking lot here for our coffee shop for people that want to go in and sit and enjoy their coffee and do whatever they need to do. So that's all set up there for them. And now we got a couple of new subscriber businesses that I'm going to show off here in a second, or at least subscriber ideas. I guess one of them isn't a business. So we'll show it off here. Oop, I'm going to go through there. And actually, you know what? While we're here, let's support our local business here and get a car wash done. Our truck is very dirty, so we'll get that done. Oh, it's looking nice right there. Beautiful. Okay, we'll put that in there. Gosh, I can't even remember. It's we'll go over here. Farmer T, that's right. Farmer T's Rub-a-Dub-Dub car wash and tractor wash here. I love it. So we'll go ahead and I don't know how much the car wash. We'll say $10 there. We'll pull that out of the account and give that to Farmer T. Thank you, Farmer T, for allowing us to use your car wash. Thank you, my friend. We'll go ahead and head out this way. And yeah, we're gonna head down over here. I think we just want to. Oh, I actually want to. How do I want to get over there? I need to go this way. I'm already lost. I'm lost in the town I built. That's just how it works sometimes. Here we go. We need to go down this way past our Dairy Queen. And we're not going to go into the neighborhood there. We're going to turn right there. Head down this way. And this nice little, that's actually a really wide road there. Perspective is interesting when you actually get down on the road. But here we go. Nice little, and then don't look ahead. Some of those restaurants I'm not going to show off just yet. But we have a nice little church here. I'll read off who this is for here in a second. So it's Copper Springs. It's the Copper Springs Baptist Church, that's the name of our town, is Copper Springs. So put some nice little stuff in here. Nice little picnic area here, a little playground for the kids, some bathrooms out back here in case you're out, barbecuing or doing whatever at the church. Having a potluck or whatever have you. And then, of course, there's walk-through access to the movie theater, because why not? So there's that. Now, yeah, let me pull up the comment there. So KBC Films made the comment, says, "Good day, FC. I'm a youth pastor and would like to open a small church in no man's land. My wife is a primary school teacher, so maybe a school would be nice in this thriving community. I don't have a school yet, but maybe at some point here. The church could be named No Man's Land Baptist Church. Now, obviously, our name is Copper Springs, so I just adjusted that a little bit and said the school can have any name. I'm still catching up on a series on episode 35. Much love. And I don't know how long ago he's on episode 35. Thankfully, I took a 2 or 3 month sabbatical from the series unintentionally, so hopefully I have plenty of time to catch up, but that's fantastic. DJ's giggling at me. But anyhow, all right, 2 more things to show you guys off, and then we are going to wrap this episode up. One of them, I'm not even going to drive to the one because I've shown it off before. It's just going to kind of get a co-owner today because it's I'm not going to build a second one because I think 2 in this size town might be a bit ridiculous. But anyhow, and I think this part I'm about to show you guys, I think I already showed this off, but I didn't mark it off on my list. So just to be safe, because I don't want to forget about anyone, we're going to make sure we show it off now. So up here, the animal dealer. Right here, Jay Robbins, livestock dealer, right here. So Jay Robbins left a comment. He said, I want to sell animals and bales, delivery offered for fuel as well. Joe Robinson Haulage. And I just named the animal dealer after them because we had kind of a similar business that does hauling stuff over there. So I figured I would just name the animal dealer after them. I think that fit pretty well. And then finally, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already, we're actually going to go into flight mode here. Let's hop out of there, go up in the air. Okay, fly over here. Perfect. So right over here, as you know, we have a nice little fish farm up here. So I did get a comment from, let me scroll up here. This is from Jeremy. He said, hey buddy, this is Jeremy. I had mentioned in your 19 series I was new to the game and your channel, and you dropped me a response. Thank you. Just finished watching the new vid on the 22 series, number 51, and had a business idea. Before I share my business, I don't know if you're familiar with the type of fish I'm talking about, so I will also give you a phonetic drop here. So he's talking about cichlid fish. He wants to open up JW Tropicals, a fish farm that specializes in New World, North and South America cichlids. He said he's 41, and I've actually been in the hobby in real life since I was 7 years old and have bred and sold a ton of fish. So he wanted the fish farm, and we already have one on here. So I decided he can kind of co-own it here, and I think that'll be great. I think they can make that work out over there. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today for this episode. This is episode 56. Hopefully I get 57 pre-recorded, and then that'll probably be everything I get pre-recorded before FarmCon. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.